Hi everyone. I'm just sitting here in the car waiting for my wife to get done with her appointment. Um, and it just occurred to me to maybe talk about hope. Um, what is hope? Hope is faith that things will get better. And for me, it means that God has faith in me to give me all of these medical things that are happening and the stuff in my past. He has faith in me, and I think that speaks volumes, because how many people really have that much faith in somebody else? You know, when it gets right down to it, yes, we have our obstacles, we have our up days, we have our down days, but we can't forget about hope. You've got to have hope and faith, and no one can make us better except us. Yeah, people telling us have a good day or writing us just to see how we are definitely helps. But you know, in the long run, it's going to be up to us. And that's where 5 a day to pray comes in. You know, if God has that much faith in me, I feel blessed. And I think that anybody that has obstacles to overcome, you know, needs to look at it from the other side. Maybe we have it because we're strong enough to deal with it, or we'll know how. If we don't now, we will later. Sorry for the movement of the camera. I'm trying to hold it up the best I can. I have strength issues, but so sorry it's a little wobbly this time. Anyways, you know, for God to have faith in us, I mean, wow, can you imagine? He's always telling us to have faith in Him. But for Him to have faith in us, that's really huge, and that really does speak huge volumes, and I have to remind myself of that, and that's okay. It's okay to remind yourself what's great, what's grand in this world. You know, I think it's important that we remind ourselves. And that's where you've got to do the 5 minutes a day, at least, to tell yourself that you're strong, you're doing this. You're not alone, there's other people out there. And those people, I would say to them that want you to keep it quiet, or that are ashamed, or they think that therapy is only for the weak, I would tell them they don't know what they're talking about. To show your emotions to somebody else, to be willing to talk to them, is a huge step, especially because we're told not to. Especially if you're a victim of any kind of abuse, you're told to keep it quiet. You feel threatened, you're already crushed. But let's not give power to those people anymore that hurt us. Let's overcome them and show them that they may have hurt us physically, but they can't spiritually. They can't win our souls. And when we feel depression or anger or fear, I think all of that is the devil's tool. You know, Satan is trying to work in there, and he's there every day. It's always harder to see the good. It's always harder to remember to look at the good and the positive side of things. I think we talked about that a little bit in my last video. But hope and faith is something that you feel inside. And they're the same thing. If you have hope, you have faith, something to look forward to, that's God and all those angels around you. If you feel like you don't have anybody in this world to turn to, you're wrong. You know, there's people, unfortunately, like us everywhere. We just need to band together, talk to one another. It's not taboo, and stay strong. There was this place that I went to through the Unique Foundation, and it's for victims of childhood sexual abuse, for women only. So I would say to check that out. It's kind of like a free spa day. If you live in a different state, you would have to pay for your airfare, or you're traveling there, you know, if you do it by car. But everything else is free when you go. The food is free, the counseling is free, and they kind of help you to have tools to better help yourself. But it was amazing. I got to meet some people. I got to realize, you know, that I am a survivor, and I think it's worth looking into. Sorry, I got this like freaking lip zit. I hate it. Anyway, sorry. But look into it. I know it helped a lot of people through what they were doing, and you make friendship connections as well. It's just Unique Foundation, and for me, I don't know if they have them everywhere, but it was in Utah, and it was like 3 days, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, they'll help you find your hope and your faith if you've lost it. Or I hope these videos do, because, you know, we're all unique. Even though we may have had some of the same things happen, we're still unique, and we still have to stay strong, and we still have to have that hope and that faith. And I know a lot of times with mental health, it can feel impossible, and there are days where it is impossible. But it's like I always say, if you just do one thing a day, then you've accomplished something. And I think that's true if you lose somebody, or for your mental health or anything like that. It's important, you know, to take time for yourself, but don't let that depression in. You know, don't sit there and think on it or sulk on it. Just pray and do one thing. You do that one thing, and it might lead to another, you know, and then for at least that little bit of time, your mind is occupied. I just want to give a shout out to all you warriors out there that are watching this and that are willing to work on themselves and to get better. Let's all make it known. You know, mental health is a serious problem, and we're survivors, not victims. We're not victims anymore. Now we just need to survive. And the way we do that is through God, and through hope, and through faith, and doing our best, being our best. You know, even like I said, if that one thing is you getting up and taking a shower that day, that counts. You know, because some days you don't even want to get out of bed. You just want to hide under your covers. So if you do that one thing, that's awesome. Maybe the next time you do 2 things. Or maybe you just do one thing for a while. But it's helping you to get better. And that's what's important. You know, it doesn't matter what other people need or want. You need to do what's important for you. Draw boundaries and don't let them cross them. You got to stick to it. But I hope this message finds everybody well. Just be you. Take care of you first. And I hope you have a great day. Remember to do your 5 a day to pray any way that you see fit. See you guys next time. Bye.